What we used to do back before so many rags, we'd stretch a couple of 100 feet of this out and get the young guy who thought he was really fast and say, okay, put your foot on this end of it, and when you see me light it and it gets to this paper, try to get your foot out of the way. And you can't do it. You cannot outrun this stuff. It burns pretty slow, unconfined, but when it hits that paper and the expansion of the goes, so that's why they call it quick match. Shells. And I said, oh, let's see what Picky and I will do together.
You bring any coffee, Kramer?
Especially in Tennessee, you find all these nice bootlegs, and the surefire way to tell a bootleg is it'll have a name. This says colorful flower, emits showers of sparks. Right. It's got the warning label on it. It even says Class C UNO 336 on it, but there's no manufacturer's mark on here. It will not say Shogun or Black Cat or whatever. It'll come in a pretty box, pretty label, have all the stuff on, but there's no manufacturer's mark on these. Sure sign that's a bootleg. So this is supposed to be a little fountain. Do not hold in hand. Ever.
Not a problem.
Pretty stout little cracker. Emits showers of sparks. It should say shoots flaming balls. It doesn't.
You want a torch?
You got a torch?
I do. Somewhere. Bear with me.
Mr. Tech over here.
Yeah. Gotta hope it.
Yeah, oh yeah. So that's the same one. This also says colorful flower, but it's from a different manufacturer. But it also, do not hold in hand, light fuse get away, colorful flowers. Nice crackers.
Yeah.
This one actually says jumbo firework, surprise fountain, emit showers of sparks, consumer fireworks, UN 0336 1.4G. Yeah. I've got some bigger ones that they're just, oh man. That's the fuse. So there is no fuse. That's just a color tail. So you imagine some kid saying, oh, let's see what this will do and try to put fire to that. You know, because this will have a tail that goes out. And
That's a hand.
yep, that's your hand right there.
Gone.
And the thumb.
Or this is about 1.25 inches crossette that came out of a crossette cake. They also put these in shells. So these are the stars that go out and then the stars split. So this is a breaking comet is what this is. And this is about the size that would go into a 6 or 8 inch shell. So a kid finds this, and it's just got a layer of prime on this, and it'll burn down about halfway, and then there's a little flash charge inside there that breaks it apart. So I like to keep, I got a little extra fuse on here. So it'll burn and then it'll break. Go see if it's still lit. You see how far now? That doesn't look that far in the sky, but that's a pretty long distance. You wouldn't want to have that. Now, and those are the kind of things that you will find on the ground, like this one. I know this is a ring shell out of 2.5-inch cake. But a lot of times, see, there's no label on that anymore. You don't really know what that is. And these have a couple of second time delay. That's a 2.5-inch ring shell. Just normal South Carolina. And I put a piece of 1/4-inch plywood.
There's a 1/4-inch plywood there.
It blew off.
No, it's still on there. The 1/2-inch plywood's off, but this one's on. So we started testing these shells with 4s and 5s and 6s. And Bob and I were sitting there and said, well, what do you think? You think we should try one of these? And we said, why not? You know. So in 3, 2, 1. You want to run get that?
Yep.
Yeah, didn't slow it down at all.
Slow it down, yeah.
Goes full height, brakes, does exactly what's supposed to. Now, people say, well, that's only 1/4-inch plywood. Well, that's a lot stouter than your flesh is. So you think these guys in South Carolina last year, a guy actually, he shot one off of his chest and it went through the mortar and the shell embedded itself into his chest cavity. And they had to go in and operate. He's got a live shell inside his chest. And I mean, that's a pretty clean hole. That's why we like to say, I don't like to become complacent. So this next one, if you'll set that on the 4-inch rack.
Guns are amazing, ain't they? The quality they do.
Yeah, the piece of 1/2 inch.
Gimbal yet?
So we're going to bolster up our plywood size. And this is a 4-inch shell. And it's just a regular, I just pulled one out of the box. You know, I didn't specify any type or whatever. Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. Now up at King's Landing, Rozzy shoots, and they've got permanent mortar banks, and they all have 3/4-inch lids that they keep them, you know, year round. And they had a rainy day, and they forgot to lift up the lids on all the 6-inch racks. Didn't matter. That first 6 took care of it. In 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Now see, the shell actually ruptured, but it didn't slow it down much. Green.
Whole new meaning in the house building.
Any part of your flesh
Wow.
over that when something like that comes off. It's coming out of there at 300 miles an hour, folks. And you're not going to slow it down. And and you think this plywood is, that's 5 layers plywood. But that's pretty stout. That gives you an idea of the power of these things. And that's a real good reminder of, you know, when people say they get injured and they lose limbs and stuff like that, you got to respect that.
I've seen plumbing holes cut out of the side, you know, just.
I've seen plumbers who can't cut a hole that good. That's right.
They're more ragged than that.
The normal shell, the standard out of the box, whatever it might be. So this is our control.
The first one, original control.
Yeah, first one's straight out of the box, no alterations or anything.
Ready?
Yep. And it goes up. That's what we want them all to do. Let's see, what did I do next? I can't remember. I think it's the Misfire.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe you're right.
So this is where the shell leader goes down, nothing happens. And you're sitting there going, oh shit. And you just start firing on down the lines, keeping an eye that you've got a live shell in that mortar. Anytime. That flame, that's the rising tail burning. It's got that tail on the top, and that's what that flame was. But, and you can tell it went, but there was no boom. So an experienced shooter says, man, that didn't sound right. So you say, get down, or you back away for a few seconds. I might even move a couple of racks down to keep firing and then come back to it. What's the next one? The Hangfire?
I think it's a dud.
No, the dreaded dud shell. This might hit Dennis's trap. Oh, it didn't break.
Over here it comes.
Right there.
See how far that thing travels? Got that shit?
Yeah, where'd it go?
Okay. So just don't shoot one for about 10 seconds. There you go. Gold was no problem. Glass was a little bit of an issue.
Because not the kind that your mom used to squeeze off the back.
Yeah, it's the North Carolina Theatrical Society or something like that. So when you retrieve this shell, you notice there's no longer any label or anything on it. It's totally been defaced. So I don't know if this is a color shell. I don't know what manufacturer shell this was. Because some shells I shoot 3 or 4 different brands of shells in there, so I don't know what this is. I can sometimes determine that by the way it's fused and the manufacturer's methods. But again, this shell no longer has a valid EX number. How am I supposed to transport this legally? You can't. You know, that's one of the weird things about the DOT laws. Now, for the purposes of the class, if you look carefully, I cut this apart, and it's just filled with sand. So this is an inert shell at this point. But this is what we look for when we know there's a dud. And guess what? At nighttime, in tall grass, pretty hard to find these. But this is what our responsibility as a shooter is to go out and find it, hopefully.
And for us, if you're shooting 2.5s, that's the most common size that'll do that.
Yeah, and the cakes, the 2.5-inch shell cakes especially, are going to spit more duds than most anything else. Okay, next is the Hangfire. And the Hangfire is what? Somebody?
That's where it fizzles but never lifts, right?
It will eventually lift, but it goes down and quits burning.
Well, it's going to this time, but it could turn into a...
Oh,
That one.
It-
Alright, Hangfire.
so it's going to go. Now you think that might be a misfire, and believe me, they will not smoke like that. Sometimes they don't smoke at all. You just got a little ember hanging on, and 15, 20 minutes later, that thing will find a powder train, and it'll finish cooking off. So you're just going along minding your own business, lighting a few shells and everything like that, and sooner or later something's going to happen. Or I had a bunch of...
There he goes.
That's really not a dud, but it is a malfunction. And those are the ones that kind of surprise you. Especially at the end of the show, I was in King, North Carolina, and I knew I had 30 or 40 shells in my finale. Fireman came right up. I just started running. I said, dudes, I know I got 30 or 40 shells that didn't fire. It just hang back. Oh, they got up there, and they got probably as far as me again. And all 30, and they were all salutes, of course. They all cooked off. I've never seen firemen run so fast in my life. It scared the Jesus out of those boys.
Running towards it, huh?
The next one is the flower pot, I believe. This is where the shell actually does burst in the mortar. And for a 3 and 4 inch shell, generally speaking, not a whole lot of damage should occur. The bigger shells, however, you can blow a mortar apart with a flower pot. All right, Kevin. Oh, low brake. Wrong one.
That last shell was actually a low break.
3 inch shells in that 4 inch mortar and see what happens. We like to do that. We can't.
I've seen it. Just scramble.
Yeah, you're scrambling. Sometimes they just plop out right beside you and then go off.
We had it just above our heads.
Yeah. This is the flower pot. Last one.
Hey, you got smoke ring.
So again, relatively harmless because everything goes up, which, you know, it goes up and over you, so it's really not a lot of danger. But again, the bigger shells, I hope somebody got the permit on their desk. So this is a 3 inch salute shell right on top of the 4 inch simulated muzzle burst. So the shell doesn't actually get out of the gun all the way, it just goes off right at the top of the gun. More common in finales, or it could be a faulty lift or a bad time delay. All right, we ready?
What is this one called?
This is called a muzzle brake. This is going to be loud. Go for it.
Run,
Watch
Kevin.
for flying shell parts and steaks and pieces. So again, this is when I took all the lift off and I just put it right to the time delay. So once you punch it out, that's
All righty.
Now think about this. Yeah, you don't put those in the toilet. This is a freestanding tube. It's not confined to a rack. It's got another bottom plate on it. It's just a freestanding tube. So you think about the pressure wave that came off of that, and it just blows the thing apart. Now, the code, the NFPA code talks about having your racks to withstand a catastrophic malfunction. But guess what? At the end of the paragraph in that same code, it will say, it is pretty much understood that an above ground rack will not withstand a catastrophic malfunction, especially on a salute. Yeah, there's the plug.
Yeah, you would have back those ways.
So you think about the mechanical force and energy in a microsecond that it took to peel that back like a banana. Because at that point, it's basically at the speed of sound and the density of steel, the shock wave that comes off that, for about a microsecond. That's one reason why I like HGPE, because it doesn't throw bits and pieces. Now, if that was a steel gun, it throws shit all, and we all have shrapnel in it.
It'll be just about like a pipe bomb.
Oh yeah, essentially, that's what it is.
See, this is like the airline pilot who was addressing the passengers, and all of a sudden, he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking," and then he goes, "Oh my God!" And a few seconds later, he says, "I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen," he said, "the stewardess brought me coffee and spilled it on the pants." He said, "They're a mess." Everybody in the back said, "Ours are too."
Some homework, and with my manufacturer and I, we're trying to make them a little slower than they used to be. He's running away, so I'll mind it.
Y'all don't want that tube. I want to take it to work with me. Sure. I'll take that to work with me and I'll hang it up in the inspection department along with that video that I
Just tell them that everything didn't go through with the house.
That's started.
what's happened to the flood.
So 30 color shells is 20 color, 10 salutes, 10 color, 20 salutes. What they're supposed to be. I ordered, Dennis, the last year I had the red, white, blue salute shells, red, white, blue. Guess what? They came in as all salutes. All salutes. So I got double the amount of salutes. So we're gonna have lots of salutes. And we'll see if these time delays work, slow it down a little bit.
Good, we're gonna have a good show.
10 salutes? Yeah, every right? Yep.
Yep, it broke.
So we have our previously installed reignition point. Up, Chucky, up, Chucky.
There we go. Love the echo.
Light it and step and walk. Good job.
It's kind of weird.
Yep. That one was strange. I want somebody to get one that does something funky like that. I always try to watch them if I can. Yeah, the one on the corner.
Okay.
This one here, that was that funny looking one. I don't know what it's gonna do.
It's gonna have a long tail.
About that long.
Right. That's good because I'm a lefty.
Do what?
That's good because I'm a lefty.
Hammer down.
Oh, you got a fancy one.
Yep, he's man now. You got the fancy one.
Chinese. Would it be beef or fish? dragging it.
What do you call it? Is it a starfish? Starfish, why I like so much.
That's right.
Fun.
Absolutely. That it?
Mother clucker. Judge, jury, or an executioner, huh?
Yep.
Now, didn't you say you and another guy were both supplying this or doing this, or is this all you?
This is all me.
I thought you said there's supposed to be one other fella or something.
One.
But the whole idea was, since
Okay, so what do I got plugged in here? I got two is showing the issue.
Hell's two. Two should be the back cake over there.
And 16 is showing the issue.
It could be two on that side too, remember? Because aren't you paired to both at the same time?
Yeah, let me test it.
Nope, two's got an issue over here too. See it?
All right, so we need to fix
Two went dark.
We need to fix two.
You mean just pull it and put it back in, or
You can try that
just
and
trace it and see what's going on?
well, is it because I'm on the same channel? Hold on. That let me go change out to channel 2. and
He's
then-
got his the tail is sticking out of the wire. The wire's not in there far enough. Hang on, let me fix it.
Well, let me change this on the channels, a different channel, and then that way we'll be able to check continuity on each mod.
now you can switch them back for fire time.
So it looks like 2. Is there 1 and 14 on that side?
It should be.
No, 14's blank.
Okay, 14 is blank. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So 2 is still not showing up. We need to
Hold on. I just fixed it, I think.
Okay.
Let it come back up.
We'll know here in a minute.
Hope there's
You want me to hit test and see if it lights
Watch
up?
the cigarette. Cigarette.
Two's still bad, Kevin.
What's that?
2 is still bad.
Okay, we need to pull 2. You need another Talon. So which one is going to 2?
I'm pretty sure it's the back one.
I don't remember what's on 2. Just trace it without pulling the other ones, and we'll just
this
swap.
one, right?
Yep. It's that back. It's the neon cake. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, it's the neon cake. All right, I'll get you another long Talon.
Okay.
All right, so channel 1. How many do I got on channel 1? Channel 1. Okay, all these are good.
All right. Would you move that to channel 3 or something?
And all of these are good. Yeah, I moved this one to channel 2.
So just this one?
So right now, it's just number 2. I'm gonna go get you another Talon and the tape.
Okay.
Do not harm that system.
Yeah. It's off right now, as a matter of fact.
So this is the $300 a piece that shoots them, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this thing is cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
Yeah, the bad thing about it, y'all gonna talk me into getting into this shit. And before I know it, I'll
It
have
sucks,
15.
dude. I spent $900 at Christmas to get by this and a remote. One, he's got like 3 of them.
Yeah. About $900 for that and the remote.
Yeah, it's expensive. The remote that Kevin and I bought, he has the base one that you can just fire 1 cue at the time.
Right.
The R2 or whatever they call it. You can put like a USB stick in it and you can like sync it with
Sync
the
it to
tablet
music?
and like it'll play music and like you can time it all together. It's badass.
You can time your explosions with the highlights of the music.
It's really badass.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
These igniters have given us quite a bit of grief. I hope they're going to work.
I had like 3 of them fail on me.
Yeah, we had 3 in a row, I think.
Really?
Yeah, the E-matches like go.
So you shoot in Pennsylvania a lot, or?
I've shot with Kevin. He's come up and we've messed with stuff a little bit, but I haven't done much. But we went up to one shoot at a big place called Fire Art up in Pennsylvania, and they had an open shoot. And so we were there. It's 40 degrees and windy and raining, but we were there from 10 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, and I mean, it was just a free-for-all. It was great.
It's wild because you can buy from them, right? They're a wholesaler.
Yeah, if you're licensed, you can buy from them. Yeah.
You can buy from them and shoot it right there.
Yeah, and that's what people do.
That's
They
the
go
whole
up there
point.
and they were shooting 8 inches off and stuff. And I mean, they had these boomers that made that thing look like a little bit of nothing. Like I was sitting in the trailer getting warm, and it moved the wall and pushed the chair.
I don't know.
was
I don't
like,
know if you still get them, but 2 years ago we went to South Carolina.
You can buy everything right here. You can buy in South Carolina.
Yeah, but in South Carolina we bought the ones that shoot up. That's just just a big boom.
Salute, yeah.
Yeah, a salute. But you could take and light them salutes and throw them out there on the ground, and they'd go boom. I mean, it shake the house.
Yeah. These things, salutes, are black powder and
I don't know what they are, but that's
So that you guys too in your hand fired or what?
yeah. I just got one. I got one. Go take a look at that thing. I wired that earlier today.
Oh well.
It's all like. Is he coming back yet? So it's all fuse time. We're gonna see if this works. Or if
Okay.
it screws up.
I got better chance for that than to do those igniters.
We're gonna see if
Not
it
that there
works.
aren't good igniters, just that those igniters suck.
Yeah. So it starts down here,
Nice.
right? And it goes boom, 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 boom.
All
the way
cannon
to the end.
fuse.
And then it lights over, boom, 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 like 4 at a time. Then it goes back to running smooth again, right? And then once it gets over here,
stops right there, don't it?
yeah, but I'm gonna light that second. So once it goes, they're gonna think it's like leading up.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen. The lift charges are going to drop stuff in there, and they're going to be going off all over.
time.
This stuff's going to be going all directions.
Yeah,
But
it'll end here, so people will think, oh, that was the finale. And then I'll walk back up and light that, and it'll go boom, 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 boom. And then this time it's gonna have all of them at the same time.
Yeah, you might want to grab that piece of plywood and cover this one up while you're doing that one, because it's liable to go.
Yeah, it'll
I
probably.
don't know, the cannon fuse isn't as touchy on the outside, but...
You know, that other fuse, if you get a spark on it, it'll go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But nice job, man.
That yellow fuse he had over there, that shit's fast.
Look like
God, it's
look like an aircraft mechanic.
I know, right? That took me like.
One to go. Yeah, you did that. That fixed it.
Once you pull it through, comes right apart.
And the last thing I got to do is turn this remote off and turn it back on to make sure that I've got 3 modules showing, so that I know they're all 3 talking. And then we're going to arm them 3 systems, and then everybody's out of here. Except whoever's lighting that rack back there. Neil and Wayne, I guess. I do got to clean up the mess, and it will be a little messy. And I don't have a rake, so that might be interesting. Didn't think about it.
Oh, you got a nice one.
All right, so what's that? 13 or 14? Oh, we're doing
13.
We're doing 14 now, right, Mark?
Careful your trip there, Neil.
Sorry, I had the wrong one. All right, here's 13 is good. We are. Once I restart this remote, we should be good.
I need to get my camera set and stuff.
All right, so let me restart. Yeah, we want to cover these up. Let me cover these. Mark, go ahead and turn that to arm for me. And I need everybody to get out of here.
We're going to the back.
All right, here goes.
This one's armed also.
All right, see an arm.
Oh, trip.
Hold on.
Yep. We got to disconnect.
All right.
All right.
Go back.
Turn it to test.
Yeah, let's say I'm
Yeah,
turning
turn
it back
back
to
to
test.
Which one did we lose?
I don't know.
I got two big holes to walk through, guys.
Can you tell which circuit's out, Kevin?
No. I don't know which one you guys picked out. I do not know because they're not.
Is there a 6,
I
Kevin?
think, yeah, I think it's 6.
6?
It looks like a piece of wire's still in there.
I think so.
The other one's not in.
All right, if you put 6 in, 6
Did I
is
miss?
good.
I can't see.
Yeah. Yeah, pull it out, move it over. There you go. Oh, it bent the crap out of it.
Six is good.
There you go. 6 is clean now?
Yep, go ahead and arm that and everybody get out.
All right, back on.
All right.
So I'm firing all this shit, and then when it stops for more than like a minute, you guys can fire that last bit, okay?
Give me a little bit to get set
Yeah,
up
you're
back
fine.
here.
It's gonna be a while. I gotta arm this thing.
I went for my eye protection and my hearing and didn't get it, but I don't care. I'm fine. It's only 1 4, you know. It ain't like they're 10 inchers.
I know. And it ain't like hair and this kind of protection will make a damn bit of difference if it wasn't 10 inches.
Man, that focus is not so good.
I'm trying to see if I'm going to use it in this, which mode I'm going to use it in.
How's that phone for light? I'm in night shot mode, but
Oh, that's really good.
that's night shot mode, but there it is in regular color. The phones are better than the cameras a lot of the time.
Is that not amazing?
Yeah, when I bought this camera, it was awesome. I use it for drag racing, so it's
Yeah.
not good for very close up. It's got too much lens, but it reaches out pretty nice.
Look at the camera adapting. Did you turn something on the camera? Look how light it is.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? That's wild.
It turned the speed up.
Probably need to get back a little more because I wanted to be able to catch it in the air. I wonder if I go vertical, if I'll be able to catch it better, or horizontal.
I mean, you probably got better chance of getting it vertical, but it's going to look like crap because of the format. It's not going to fit anybody's TV, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I would shoot it sideways, even though...
Like this?
Yep. Oh,
That makes
no, the other way is the way
This
I would
way?
shoot. Yep.
Yeah.
Because that'll fit the format of your TV.
Yeah. So I can film it, and when he stops, this is about 25 feet back. He's walking over. He's going to sit back here with us, is what he's going to do.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright, everybody ready?
I don't know if Chrissy is or not. Hey Siri, text my girlfriend. Hey Siri, text my girlfriend. The fuck? Hey Siri, text my girlfriend. The fuck is Siri's problem?
I think Siri's hanging out with your girlfriend.
Are you ready to aim the camera? Question mark.
Hey Kevin, do you want to do any like talking into the camera like beforehand?
No, not now. All right.
The camera's adapting to the light so crazy. It's like not even dark. It's really wild.
Yeah, let me see yours again. It's still Still lighting that up? Oh, it's not
You
quite
guys
like
got-
it was.
you guys got
Still
the,
better than this one.
You guys got the lighter. You guys know where it is. I'm just waiting on one answer, and then we're gonna.
Make sure you yell so they know. Give them maybe a 30 seconds or something.
I'm gonna call Ashley.
Cell phone interference. Boom, 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 boom.
It could.
Yeah. It's kind of freaky being near these power lines doing that. Some big one.
It's surprising in the class how close they were saying you can get to them.
25.
Like, holy fuck.
She don't have her phone. All right, y'all ready?
I'll text.
Just tell me when to start.
Chrissy, aim that camera!
All right, y'all ready?
So light it up, huh? So, armed.
Go ahead and lighten it. Hand it to Wayne and then 25 feet. Where are you lighting at? Oh, gotcha. Roger that. All right. There we go. Go. light.
Yeah.
It's jumping, but we'll see.
I don't know how to light this freaking light.
Oh, you scoot
Okay, I got it.
That's perfect time. Oh yeah, it's jumping like hell now. Oh yeah, it's already going. Just stay back a minute. Alright, I don't know. Wait, just be careful. It's raining. I can't tell if it went. Nope. Nope. Laid it and we're out. Well, yep. Here, I'm gonna relight this one because it's a little bit dangerous.
That's gonna go really fast.
Get back.
Really fast.
All right, I think that's it. I thought that was it, didn't it? We need to just stand back for a second. Nope, we still got shelves.
And everything go off.
Nope. There's one. I think I've got 2 or 3. All right, I'm gonna light these. I need you guys to get back because
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some light so you can use it later.
I'll just get back to clear y'all.
Just do onesies, yep.
Yep. That's it. I just gotta make sure. Stay back. Stay back for a minute. All right, I'm gonna check these tapes. Just stay back. That's fine. That's clear.
That one clear?
Did he tell you the number yet? He didn't tell me.